Now, before we continue, let's take a quick look at this unique prop firm. We all know that trading with minimal capital can be a pain, especially when you want to take advantage of commodities or indices with those massive movements. So that's why we've partnered with Forex Prop Firm. So they fund up to $2 million with a profit split of up to 90%. That really caught our attention. So all you need to do is complete a challenge and verification stage and get started. Now the beauty with these guys is the objectives are actually achievable. So with 4 different capital options to choose from, there is also room for growth. So get on board, check out their dashboard and trading tools offered, and quickly accelerate your trading career. Now, another thing that caught our eye is an instant funding model that is available. So you basically skip 2 sections, then immediately get funded. This means you start making some gains from the get-go. So check them out on the link on the description below and read up on them.
Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. Let's see what we've got on the markets and what we can find today. You can drop your charts on the side, drop your pairs, drop your comments, and I'll get to them. Before we start, just looking at this GJ setup from yesterday, which we posted in the group, well, in the private group, of course. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, if you guys are taking advantage of this, but you can hold until we hit 3R, close half the trade, and manage accordingly. Okay, moving forward, I'm just going to take a look at what we've got today for the setup. Now remember, with this GJ one, before you move, we are targeting these highs over here, which is at a twin 1R type of setup. Hopefully it does get the twin 1R, but you just keep adjusting as you keep going throughout the day. So let's see how that works out. Okay, just drop your pairs on the side there, and I will definitely get to them. And don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. And then we'll see how that works out for us. Okay. USD Swiss franc. Yesterday we had a USD Swiss franc which went wild. But after it dropped, taking us out from a 3R setup. Hit 3R, dropped, went all the way down. Came back with a crazy move and went above 10R. So those that did catch it in the New York and Asian, pretty awesome. Moving forward today, let's see what we can take from it and what we can grab. Okay, so first of all, we are looking at this level here, which we expecting price to basically drop into. How we get to them, guys, that's where the bootcamp comes in place. You can just hop on, get on the bootcamp, and basically get how we get our setups and the thought process behind getting to the setups, and of course how we maximize on the way we manage the setups. So on USD Swiss franc, this is what we'll be looking for. This is what we'll be watching and potentially get a decent move in there. So as you guys know how you normally approach, we'll have an alert on the entry so we can get in and manage it properly and see if we can get a decent move. So we'll keep this on mind as well. Keep this in the books, keep this in the red list, which is what we'll be focusing on today. And then going on US 100, didn't really come back to our setup, didn't come back to our entry. We had another BOS, so this previous setup is definitely out. But now it gives us room to work on this zone over here. So I'll just be moving this alert there, just so that when we come back to watch the setup, we can have a decent point of entry, a decent stop loss range. And because of the size of the stop loss, remember we are trying to get 10R type of setups or even more, just so that even if we do get kicked out of 3 or 4, we're still fine, we're still profitable. But now if you're targeting a 3-hour type of setup, if you get kicked out sooner than that, then you probably hit a stop loss. So that's what you need to avoid. So we'll probably be focusing on this unmitigated candle here. This is the entire stop loss range, by the way, guys. So you have to keep that in mind. You have to really keep that in mind. And then we'll have a setup that looks something like this. That looks something like that. And of course, once you've got this, you should be on the right track. Let me actually drop this in the boot camp as well, just so some of the guys can hop on and take advantage. Do drop your questions, guys. Do drop your questions so I can definitely answer them as we keep going through the live. Okay, so with that said, we'll be targeting this level on US 100, going to the downside, of course. So we do have our alert set up here. So when price does get into our setup, when we do get the alert, we'll hop onto the charts and manage it accordingly, moving to the downside. So if you are in the advanced forex signals, which you can get into using our brokers, you will see how we basically approach them. We just notify you when to enter, what to do with the setup, and going from there. US 30 also follows the same path as US 100. So just keep the alert as is and keep it marked as well. And then Bitcoin hasn't retraced enough, but we are looking at it to get into this OB over here in the 36417 zone. And when it does, we'll look at a buy going to the top side. So this is another decent setup that you can look at. Gold, which should be the last one, by the way, guys. This should be the last one. On the 1 hour, yesterday we had gold. I think we hit 5 hour, if I'm not mistaken, and then dropped again to play around in the same area. But based off what's been happening now, as we did confirm that we do have some liquidity laying around here at the bottom, and that gives us a bit of room to work with. We did use the same liquidity to get the setup over here, and yeah, it did play around our zone and the same liquidity areas. So today we could be looking at a potential break of this, collecting as much liquidity at the bottom here. But our entry point, let me just clean up the chart here a bit. Our entry point would be this zone here, and we will refine it further just so we can get a decent move in there. So we'll look at something along these ranges. We could use this one as well, but now it's a bit too low for my liking. It would be a secondary setup, but it's too low, because remember, we try to approach it from a point of trading significantly higher than the 50% level of this zone here of the trading range. So let's see if we can refine it further to get a decent OB to work with. This one, it was mitigated, but we'll give it a benefit of the doubt, and then go into the 1 minute, and then let's see if we can refine this one a bit further. And we just got that candle over there, so you'd have something along those ranges, and your setup on gold would look like this. And remember, it's on condition that this zone here is broken. So one could see this one as a broken as a BOS, but until you have a significant BOS, then this would be a bit tricky. So just be careful and make sure you trade it using a process driven approach, and take it from there. I think that is the last pay for you guys. I am gonna drop them on the channel now, because I usually forget to do that, because once we do start at the markets, we literally just go in and try to take it as much advantage of the opportunities as possible. So we'll have 2 setups for gold. I'm for the 19061. Doesn't mean we won't take advantage of the 1902, but this is a potential setup you can look at. I hope you've got these figured out. We will be dropping alerts on our advanced forex signals, so when price starts getting there and we do see opportunities, we will drop them and then send them as much as possible. But until that happens, we just stay away from the markets and wait. So I will be analyzing the rest of the pairs using for the private channel, and I'll drop these on the free Discord. If you're not on the Discord, just hop onto our website and get the link for the Discord and the Telegram to access what we have for free in there. Happy trading, guys, and remember, risk management is key. Cheers, guys.